If you're feeling the energy shift, then we're on the same wavelength. And if you're feeling your vibration rising rapidly, I'm tuning into your energy. So hopefully people start coming in and start asking me some questions. But until then, I'm just going to see what cards come out and do a collective for the replay. So if you guys have been following me at all, you've been hearing me talk about radical acceptance, radical self acceptance, and radical self love. And this is because your vibration is rising really, really fast. And you just have to accept yourself through this whole process. And we have the Magician. So this is just confirming that you have all the tools you need. You have everything you need to do all the things that you want to do. So you don't have to ask anybody permission. You don't need anybody's help. You don't need anybody's blessing. You have everything you need within yourself to do the things that you want to do. And he's major arcana. So this is like big life changing stuff, right? So leveling up sometimes can feel uncomfortable because healing is uncomfortable. Like when you get a wound and it's scabbing over and healing, it's itchy, right? So healing is uncomfortable. And like when you're a kid and you're growing and you get growing pains because growing is painful, right? So you are going through this major transformation where you're really leveling up, you're really changing and growing and maturing. And there's definitely parts of it that are uncomfortable. But if you stay the course and you stick with it, so, and this talks about cycles from your childhood. So, while we're transforming and healing, what are we healing from? We're healing from um, wounds from our childhood, right? Trauma from our childhood, cycles that have been playing out in our families. So, we are breaking generational curses, quite literally. I know that's like really overused and oversaid, and people throw it around a lot, but a lot of people in our generation really are doing that. Hey guys, you want to do some comments in the chat? And we have the tower. So transforming, like I said, transforming is hard. Leveling up is hard. So the old you and your old life might feel like it's crumbling down, but it's because you're making space for the new stuff to come in. So if you guys, can you hear me? Can you leave some comments in the chat, ask some questions? So the Tower card is not as scary as people think it is. It's really just clearing the way for new things to come in. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. And we have the Four of Swords. So this touches on a really important part. So as your frequency is rising, like your spiritual awakening, right? You're having a spiritual awakening. And when it happens too fast, it's like overwhelming and too much to take. So you need to take pauses to integrate. Okay. You can't just and it's not just a spiritual awakening, it's any kind of growth and any kind of healing. You can't just push forward all the time without taking a break to integrate. Like that's how people go crazy, or people perceive them as crazy. So I love the Empress, but it's sad that she's in the reverse. Can you guys comment? I see a few people in here. Can you comment and at least let me know the comments are working and that you can hear me, and ask some questions? So this is the Empress, right? So she is like in her feminine power, and she doesn't chase, she attracts. And people want to bring things to her and do things for her because they want to please her, because she's the Empress and she's in her feminine energy. So when she's in the reverse, this is like you're not doing that, right? So you're chasing, you're not attracting. Americans think it's a game. Do you have a question, Brianna? So, yeah, you're chasing, you're not attracting. You need to work on your radical self love, your radical self acceptance, and let things come to you. So, with the King of Cups, at least I know the comments are working, but can you guys ask some questions? So, the King of Cups is like grown, right? This is like grown energy. So, this is about healing. This is about ask some questions, guys. He's also reached such a high frequency that he can attract and manifest whatever he wants, right? So this is where we're going. This is what we all have the capability to do, but there needs to be some healing and there needs to be some growing and there needs to be some like grown up decision making. And you're going to have to leave behind. Hi guys. Can you ask some questions? There's going to have to be some like grown up energy going on to step into this new life. Because I feel like you guys are like having a spiritual awakening, are breaking generational curses, are like raising your vibration so fast. Marriage, chance, love, marriage. I don't know what that means. So we have the Death card, same energy as the Tower card, right? You guys think it's a scary card, but it's not. This is clearing the way. It's like how they have controlled fires to prevent like a big forest fire. You're clearing things that you don't need anymore so they don't take up space that you could be filling with something better. So whether you want to leave behind the past or not, things are going to happen to like wipe things out that aren't meant for you anymore because there's a lot coming in. Like, do you guys feel the energy? Do you guys feel like the high frequency buzzing energy that's been happening, especially around this full moon? I swear to God. Around this full moon, right? So this full moon was in Gemini and it came right after Mercury went direct. So that Mercury buzzing energy this week has been like off the hook, right? There's been a lot of, I don't know how to explain it, but like buzzing energy, a lot of clarity. Neptune is going direct next. Listen, Neptune is stopping at 29 degrees Pisces. This is like the clarity of all clarity that you guys are having, right? So you went from like not seeing the whole picture, seeing like glimmers and shadows, but like you guys are seeing it this week. Do you feel like you're seeing it this week? Tell me in the comments. And this is the King of Swords in reverse. So you guys are not good at boundaries, right? So there are some people that you need to have boundaries with. There needs to be like a line in the sand in some aspect of your life. And you guys are just not firm with your boundaries. So you're letting people try you. And it's just, you can't do it anymore. You just can't do it anymore. It's not sustainable. So you can't do everything for everybody. You can't be everything for everybody. And you're going to have to cut some cords and you're going to have some boundaries. You're going to have to put down some wands. You're going to have to delegate or ask for help. What you're doing right now is not sustainable. You can't carry it all on your own. If you guys want to ask me a question in the comments, I'll pull cards like specifically for you. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping to connect with you guys in the comments and have conversations and answer some questions. Tomorrow I will be able to clear or not. So I'm not sure what I had a hard time reading your question, but we have the King of Pentacles, right? So yeah, you asked a question about a bank and you got the King of Pentacles. So yes, whatever your question was is a yes. And to clarify, it's a yes because you have been working really hard. So if it's an exam, You've put in the time to study, so you are going to pass. That's what the cards say. Does anybody else? How do I like my eggs? Definitely. So you have been studying hard. Last exam. Oh, you failed last time? Yeah, but that failing was like a fuel to your fire, right? And it motivated you to study even harder this time. And the cards are saying you're going to pass. Can you come back and let me know later? I'd like to know. Oh. Thank you. Do you have any more questions, or does anybody else have any questions? Thank you. So this talks about a payout. So somebody could be getting paid for something that they've worked really hard on. Somebody could be getting paid more than what they expected to get paid for something. Is that resonating with anybody? Something will be exchanging hands, something of value. I'm planning on going live like once a week. I'm still like really new at this, so once I get the hang of it a little bit more, I might do this more frequently, but for right now I'm doing it like once a week. I'm trying to do one pre-recorded video and one live every week. Cuz it's a lot doing the thumbnails and getting my lighting right. Somebody have a question? I'm in America. What country are you? You're in Australia? We got the King of Cups again, right? So are you emotionally like, do you feel emotionally secure? And you're Indian? Do you feel emotionally secure right now? Because that card just came out again. So if anybody wants to ask a question, when will I get? So yeah, so you feel confident in yourself. And I think you know. So you're divinely guided. So what you're doing is, look, it's divinely guided, right? So your spirit guides or whatever you believe in, like they have your back and they're guiding you through this. Does anybody have a question? Hey, we got the Magician again. Girl, you can do whatever you want. You have all the tools that you need. You're smart enough. You have the study skills. You have the skill set. You have everything you need to do what you want. Oh, so it's going to take a little bit. Are you new at this? Are you new at this? You are new at this because you're still studying for the exam. Yeah, you're uncertain of yourself because you're new. Yeah. And we have the star card. Do you know what the star card means? Do you know what the star card means? This is this is your wish come true. So, years ago, I had a reader pull this card for me and she said, "Within a year, your biggest dream will come true." And for me that was true. For me, within a year my biggest dream came true. So, I kind of like to repeat that when I'm giving readings to people. So, wish upon a star. Wish upon a star and your wish will come true. That's what this is. But it's also like about healing. So usually to get your wish, there's some kind of healing involved that you need to do. Does anybody have a question? Yes, I want to hear all about it. Ah. Sorry, my air came back on. Does anybody have a question? So I've been picking up on energy all day, and if it's your energy, you are really powerful, you are very high vibrational, and you are like rising fast. So, the advice that I feel like I need to give you is that you're gonna have to stop every once in a while to like let it integrate. Like you can't just like go, 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 work, work, work. You're gonna have to stop every once in a while and let it simmer, let it marinate, like let it sink in, and then you can get back at it. Oh my goodness, because girl, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, and you like it's not sustainable, and you can't do this all on your own. You're gonna have to like put down a wand or two, even if it's just temporary, or you're gonna have to ask somebody to help you hold all those wands up. Or you're going to have to ask somebody to hold a couple of those wands because you cannot keep holding all those wands by yourself for very much longer. You're going to drop them all and it's going to be messy. So lighten your load, even if it's like temporary. Does anybody else have a question? Does anybody else have a question? You don't understand about that card? Just basically, you're doing too much. Take it easy a little bit too. So, and this is about like, oh, this or that, right? And listen, there's like this old life and this new life. And there's some fear into like taking this leap into the new life because the old life is familiar, the old life is comfortable, and there's like a hesitation to jump into this new frequency, to jump into this new life. Does anybody have a question? Do you feel like you're working too hard? Do you feel like you're pushing yourself too hard? Is there some conflict? Is there some conflict in your life? There's some conflict for somebody, man, because I got the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So somebody is having some kind of conflict and like they can't take it anymore. So is anybody resonating with this? There's some conflict and you're sick of being stabbed in the back. You're sick of people betraying you. You're sick of people coming at you. Is that for anybody? Ask a question in the comments. Let's see what card comes out for you. Does anybody have a question? Let's see what cards come out. Can you guys hear me okay? Is my audio okay? So this is the Hierophant. Is tradition a big part of your life? Do you feel like blocked by gatekeepers that you can't break into what you want to do because there's other people that like don't want to let you in? Because that's all an illusion now. Ask a question in the comments. Let me pull a card for you. Oh, we got the King of Cups, and this is the 3rd time he's come out in less than 20 minutes. Listen, this is about healing and growing, and this is about like grown people energy, right? This is like being a grown up. And he is such on a high frequency that he can manifest whatever he wants. Listen, and I've been getting there is somebody that is like raising their vibration so fast that they need a reminder to stop and take a break every once in a while to like let it integrate, right? Because if you raise your vibration too fast without letting it integrate into your body can go haywire. The Hierophant, why does he keep coming out? Why does he keep Does somebody have a question about tradition or marriage or like a hierarchy or um like rituals, something that you do like religiously, something that you do religiously? Why does he keep coming out? Because this is a major arcana. This is a big deal. Are you very traditional? How do you say your name? Is it Daya? Daya? Am I saying that right? Woo. Two of Cups. Do you have a love question? Do you have a love question, Daya? Hi, Raymond. Do you have a question? Let me pull a card for you. What's your question, Raymond? Or if a card just pops out, I'll start reading it to you. Ask a question, guys. I'm waiting on you. Oh, so we have the Knight of Cups, and I feel like somebody has a love question and they're just not. Your career, will it get better? Okay. It's funny because I've noticed all the guys have questions about their career. So Raymond, the answer is yes, but it's probably going to take more time than you would like. But you have to remember it's like easy come, easy go, right? But things that take time, that you build up, that you lay a good foundation for, and you like build up the momentum, those are much more valuable because things that come easily and quickly can go just as easily. So it's going to take time. Your career will get better with time and effort and consistency, and it might take more time than you want to hear, but yes, it will. Do you want me to see if another card comes out for that, Raymond? So yeah, this is a payout, Raymond. Oh, you just got laid off. So yeah, it's gonna take some time to get back on track, but this is you getting paid again. This is you getting a paycheck again. And you're probably gonna end up making more than what you did in the last job. You're really upset about getting laid off. So this is the Sun card. This is talks about like being happy. So when it's in the reverse, you're not happy right now, right? But the Sun card is still here. So there's still happiness here. I ate a mushroom and now I see a unicorn in my room. Okay, that's fun. Hey, random person. Ask me questions, guys. Yeah, Raymond, I see that you're going to be making more in the future and you're going to be much happier at your new job. Just right now, it just feels hard, right? It's hard. Does that feel true in your soul, Raymond? How do I get a I don't know, random person. That's fun. Who has who has a question and want me to pull a card for you? Do I have a spiritual call? Yes, Raymond, that's an awesome question. So let's see what card comes out. But before a card even comes out, let me tell you that the fact that you're asking that, I want to say the answer is yes. And I have been getting downloads all day. And so let me ask you this, Raymond. Do you have anxiety, like you feel like you should be doing something, but you don't know what? Because that is that's your spirit telling you, like, you are here for a reason. You are here for a mission. And you're starting to be activated to remember what that mission is. And you got the Empress. And so she's a creator. She's a creator, right? She can birth new things and she brings new life into this world. She's like a portal. And she attracts, right? She doesn't chase, she attracts. There's something that I know you're a man, so I'm not saying like having a baby or anything, but there's something that you're supposed to bring into this world. Does that make sense? Does anybody have a question? Ask me in the comments. Ooh. We lost a card. King of Cups again. What is this, like the 4th time? Listen, guys, there is some like spiritual healing, spiritual growth that needs to happen. But like the King of Cups, he is on such a high frequency. He just has to like think something and it comes true. Raymond, you said yes. Good. Do you have like a follow-up question? Oh, these cards got all messed up. And Raymond, do you feel like you're having a spiritual awakening? Because the energy that I was... Hey, ask a question in the comments and I will pick you a card. And a lot of times you guys will be surprised that like a card that I pick will resonate for all 3 of you. You've been single for 9 years. Will I find someone to love? I don't know if it was before you came in, but I kept getting cards that made me feel like relationship, right? And I don't usually aim to talk about relationships because I'd rather talk about like our own personal growth. But I was getting that, Raymond. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes for you. That yes, you will find someone to love. I got the Emperor. So this is about being your own boss and stepping into your own power. Raymond, you need to like step into your masculinity and be comfortable leading. Be comfortable taking control. Not like, I don't want to say it wrong, but like taking the lead, right? Of course, when we're in a relationship, it's like a partnership, but women really like a man that knows how to take care of business type of thing. So I feel like that's the message for you here. Hey guys, ask a question. And we have the Ace of Wands. Raymond, listen, this is a new passionate beginning. So whoever this is, like, you're going to be really attracted to. And I don't want to make inappropriate jokes here, but just think of what that wand could be and you want to give it to her. No, I'm married. I can't do that. Sorry. So Raymond, about getting into a relationship, I feel like are you still here, Raymond? Okay. So I feel like you've had bad experiences in the past with relationships, and that's making you like nervous about getting into another one, but you're putting in work on yourself, which is good. And you're getting balanced out, right? So you're getting to the place, Raymond, where you are going to be ready to get into a new, like, equal give and take kind of relationship. There actually might be a lot of women interested in you coming up where you're going to have options. But don't be sneaky about it, right? Don't turn into a player, Raymond. Yeah, listen, if you want something like long lasting and stable, you're going to have to give it time and let it build up the natural way. And this is God sounding the trumpet. Da, 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 da. So Raymond, yes, somebody is coming for you. Tell the truth about what, Raymond? She might be a water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Raymond. Have you had Raymond, have you had bad experiences in the past? Like bad relationships? Yeah. So listen, whatever happened in the past doesn't have to happen in the future, but you have to leave the baggage in the past. You got to leave it there. You can't bring it into your next relationship because you'll just sabotage it. Does that make sense? Ask questions, guys. Yeah, you're gonna have to put in the work, Raymond. And like I said, this is about like, listen, we have to heal ourselves. And yeah, you've put the work in. We have to heal ourselves and we have to grow ourselves before we can go into healthy relationships. And you said you've been single for 9 years, right? That's a long time to heal and grow and figure out who you are. So you're in a good position to start a new relationship, and it's going to be different than all the other relationships you've had in the past because you're different, right? You're not the same person you were 9 years ago. And this is justice, okay? This is justice. So you're going to get the things now that you didn't get before, right? You're going to get justice for being treated poorly in the past. Now you're going to get somebody that treats you good. You got the Queen of Cups. And if that's not a water sign, that's somebody that loves themselves. So if she loves herself, she's capable of loving other people, right? Like hurt people. So people that don't like themselves treat other people bad. So the person that you're going to end up with is not like that. They're full of love and they're capable of loving themselves, so they're capable of loving you. Does that make sense? Ask a question, guys, and I'll pull a card. Raymond, did you have any more questions? Did that feel true to you, Raymond? Oh, good. That makes me feel happy. Listen, and the only thing in your way, like this is your own, oh, my battery's gonna die. The only thing stopping you is yourself. It's your own mental prison. Let me make sure my car doesn't turn off. It's your own mental prison because listen, like nobody's holding her captive. Those bandages that are wrapping her up are loose. She can unravel herself if she wants to, and she can get out from around all those swords. She can get out of that wet, dingy, dreary place. She doesn't have to stay there. She's choosing to stay there because of her own mental hangups. Like she's scared to free herself and go find something better. Like, and you can't do this anymore, Raymond. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Put down some of the wands, put down some of the burdens. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to hold everything together all by yourself anymore. So it looks like it's just me and you, Raymond. And okay. So if you want to look at him, right, he's focused, concerned about your mom. Will she be okay? See, I think these cards were still about your love life. Let me put them back and I'll shuffle for your mom. That's like a really touchy, we'll just see what card comes out, okay? That's okay. So the Queen of Wands, do you know what sign your mom is? Like what zodiac sign? But so the Queen of Wands, she has like a good life force, right? So Libra like you. Okay. Yeah, so this isn't about her sign. This is about her life force energy and um Queen of Wands, right? So that's a fire sign. Fire sign Leo. Leo rules the sun. So yeah, she has a good life force energy and I'm not sure what's going on with her. But she's strong, right? She's strong. So um this is somebody that doesn't want to leave their comfort zone. Oh, I just like felt the wind come out of me. Like the thought of leaving, I want to say like the thought of leaving the house almost like gives them anxiety, like takes the breath out of them. Does that mean anything to you? Huh. Like somebody wants to go experience things, but I don't know. I'm asking you. Somebody's like really scared of leaving their comfort zone that it could like take the breath right out of them. Probably you. Well, from what that card says is he had the whole world in his hands, but he's keeping himself confined in the castle because it makes him feel safe. So you have all these dreams and things that you want in life, but how can you get them if you never leave the castle? Right, Raymond? You you have to step outside your comfort zone to get the things that you want. This is the star card, Raymond. So like listen, you're going to get a new job that pays you better than the one that you just got laid off from. And you are going to find a woman that loves you. And what did I say? I think she's going to be a water sign. So I said this in the beginning of the reading to somebody else and I don't think you were here. But this is like the wish card, right? Wish upon a star. This is your wish coming true. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for being honest with yourself and with me. Yeah, you need to go out, get out of the house, go do things, go live life. How are you supposed to meet somebody if you don't leave the house? How are you supposed to network and find a new job that pays you good when you don't leave, get out there? You need to network. Um, but this is your wish coming true, but there's healing involved. There needs to be healing done before you get your wishes, right? So you have to put in some work to get the thing. And so I got this card years ago, like another reader pulled this card for me and she said within a year your biggest wish will come true, and for me it did, that it happened. So I just like to mention that to people that I'm reading for when I get this card for them. For me it was true. Within a year my biggest wish came true. More than one thing, really. Everything just kind of worked out for me in that year. But so Raymond, I'm gonna get off now because my phone's about to die. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you subscribe, I think that will get you notified when I do my lives, if you want to catch me again on here. So, yeah. All right. Bye.